Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Beatles update, and this is going to be kind of a part two from last Beatles update. As I mentioned in that video, that all those records were kind of been hanging around in my room for the past 4 months, and those were kind of all the online finds. And then this video is going to be kind of all the Beatles and solo Beatles finds from my local record stores around me. So we're actually going to start off not with records or CDs or DVDs. It's a format I don't really collect too much of, but these were just less than $1 a piece, and that would be the cassette. So I got a stack of 6 Paul McCartney cassettes and then 1 John Lennon cassette single, which has actually kind of surprised me um, on the price on that one. I'll get to that shortly, but no particular order here. We're going to start off with Paul McCartney. Give my regards to Broad Street cassette here. See if we can get, there we go. And again, I typically do not buy cassettes at all, but again, I got 7 cassettes for I think $6.50 or 60 cents or so. So, you know, I am not going to complain about those prices. You know, if the cassettes were, $5 a piece or more, definitely a pass. Because I have seen people want cassettes, Paul McCartney cassettes and Beatles cassettes for like $8 a piece, and I'm just not going there. But uh, less than $1, sure, why not? All right, next up, Paul McCartney, All the Best compilation here, and I believe this one has a pretty big fold out as well here. There you go. I do kind of like all the pictures that go with each song title on there, as pictures on the I believe the inner sleeves and on the cover, and here is the cassette as well. Next up, probably my most seen Paul McCartney CD that I find, but now I found it on a cassette, which is Off the Ground. I always seem to find this one at a record store CD section all the time. It's either that one, Driving Rain, and then Run Devil Run. Those I see those all the time. And then this one is like a mega fold out. There might be some parts missing, but this one folds out a ton. So at least that's pretty nice to get with a cassette. And then I guess it does show the song titles there as well. All right, the Lone Wings album here. We got Venus and Mars. Nothing too fancy about this one. It's on this white cassette here. Next up, we got Flowers in the Dirt. Clear cassette. And this one does fold out a good bit as well. And these lyrics are tiny. Yeah, you really have to strain for those. And then the last Paul McCartney cassette, before I get to the John Lennon cassette single, is none other than McCartney. And just has song tracks on that one, and it's kind of on this whitish, light bluish type cassette here. So that pretty much almost doubled my cassette collection as is, but again, when I find it for cheap, why not? And then this one was kind of the surprise of the bunch as I was kind of looking these up, and this median for this cassette single is like $20, and not too sure why, But this is Nobody Told Me and Steppin' Out, coming from 1989. There is the back, and the cassette just slides on out, and it is a 2-song cassette. There you go. So if anyone has any more information about this, please let me know. Not too much information on it on Discogs. So I don't know if they just didn't make much of make many of these, or what the deal is. So there you go. And then off to the vinyl records here. No 45s today. And again, these are just some local record store finds. And we're going to start off with a Beatles-related one, which I guess it's more of a Beatles, part of a compilation, and there's a Beatles song on it. This is a Capitol record from 1970, I believe. Yeah. And it's Listen in Good Health. And it has one Beatles song on it. There's back. And the lone Beatles song is Here Comes the Sun. And it's on this kind of cool white and green promo label. Other notable artists on here include the Steve Miller Band. They do the Brave New World song, and then Pink Floyd and the band is also on here. And the Pink Floyd song is one of the longer song titles I've ever seen. It's several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a pit. So there you go. Interesting song. I listened to it, and the early Pink Floyd stuff, not really my cup of tea, but Pink Floyd nonetheless. So that was kind of a fun compilation to find there. Next up, we got a couple John Lennon records here. We're going to start off with Plastic Ono Band, and this is just going to be a Capitol reissue on the purple label from 1978. So nothing too crazy about that one. Just slowly adding some more solo reissues into the collection. And then this one, a favorite find of mine. It is not real. It's a bootleg, and I knew that when I bought it. But it's kind of a placeholder for right now because I don't think I'll be getting this anytime soon. And that'll be the John Lennon Roots album. And here is what the label looks like. And I'll show you the back here in a sec. And I know these are heavily bootleg, counterfeited, whatever you want to call it. And if you're interested in maybe a real versus fake one, I can probably make a video of showing this one and then showing some pictures of real ways to tell if it's a real one or a reissue. Again, a real easy kind of way. Let's look at the back cover, and then these two album covers here are kind of blurry, and you won't be able to read the song titles on the album covers. They just look like little squiggly lines, essentially. And then next up, we're going to go on to 2 albums from Wings. And this one was kind of a surprise find. At a local record store, and the new recent arrivals, and then mostly they have record covers and sleeves, and then they have a few kind of chunks of records in the back with no sleeves. So flipping through them, nothing really caught my eye, and I found a Wings Wildlife in no record sleeve, no anything, and I happened just to kind of pick it up and look at it because no glossy cover or anything, and I'm guessing they thought it was just a plain US pressing, but I've noticed the catalog number there, and I was like, oh, this might be a UK pressing. And sure enough, flipped over the cover, and it was printed and made in England right there. So no glossy cover or anything. It just kind of looked like a plain US album, but I don't know if they overlooked it but I got this for like $5, so not gonna complain about a first pressing UK of Wings Wildlife. So always check the record if you have time. It might be something you might want. And then I believe I showed this one before, but now officially going to show it. Pick this at Target. This is Wings, the collection, and this is the Target green vinyl version. And then speaking of that Wings compilation, um, I actually did pick up the 2 CD set. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but it didn't come with the package, so we had to do some tracking down, and it finally came a couple days ago. So I got the 2 Wings, the Wings 2 CD set. And then we're going to end off this video with a couple Beatles records. And then most recently, I guess a few updates ago, I showed a Hard Day's Night with an original stereo copy that had the I'll Cry Instead spelled correctly, but now I have it spelled I Cry Instead. So small variation. Again, not too expensive to pick this one up on the black label, United Artists label there. And then, speaking of kind of newer Beatles releases, I'm going to get Anthology 4 here soon. I got some store credit for the record store. And I know one of the comments on things that they would like to see kind of for 2026 for some videos is maybe some inside shots of the record stores I go to, maybe kind of do like a little voiceover of what I look for at record stores, that kind of thing. And it's pretty cool looking at other record stores throughout the United States. So I might add that into the repertoire and try that out a couple times. I don't have too many record stores in my area. There's probably like 4 within an hour. So I'm gonna have to do some traveling and happen to be at some other record stores to get some more record stores into the rotation. But this one is Anthology. So Anthology 4, this is the last Anthology that I needed on vinyl. So that's why I did not get the big vinyl box set. The CD is still, the CD box set is still out there to I might get one day here. But this one is still sealed. As you can see, it still has most of the hype sticker there and has the original price tag there of $27.99. Now, I know I talked about sealed records in the last video, and I'm actually going to keep this one sealed because the Beatles anthology records are kind of a tough listen, I would say, on vinyl. There's a lot of material on it, and it's a 3 record set, and it's much easier to listen on CD, in my opinion. And again, with all this new anthology stuff kind of revamped, I would probably be more inclined to listen to the new version, the new remix, or whatever they did with it, and listen to it on CD, like in my car or something like that. So for collectible reasons, since it's got all the hype sticker and stuff like that, and it's, a little bit more collectible that way. I have Anthology 1 and open, Anthology 3 open. We're going to keep Anthology 2 sealed up for right now, and I'll update you if I ever do open it. But I'll probably keep that one sealed for now if I ever want to listen to it. Probably going to be on CD anyway. So that is my my sealed record rant for this video. And then lastly, we don't have a record at all, but we have a calendar. I usually get a calendar for Christmas every year, and I've been kind of slowly getting calendars from every year that I've been alive. So this one is from 2012. So this one is still sealed as well. I won't get into sealed calendar stuff or anything at all, but it'll be added to the stack of calendars of previous years for sure. And that is going to end this video. The next update video will come once I get some stuff in the mail, because it's going to be what I'm going to be mainly focusing on for this year, in terms of a specific country I'm going to start collecting more of. So guess in the comments below what country I'm going to start collecting this year. And that'll do it. I got a couple ideas for some other videos, non-updated related. And maybe I'll do one with the Roots album as well. So stay tuned for all of that, and I'll see you on the next one.